Okay, look at this. Listen, at first glance, it's just one of those video game red barrels that explode, similar to People Playground generic bomb 1.png, but oh my god, no. This absolute diabolical joke is the most annoying explosive in the game. So, do you want to know why? You cannot manually activate this thing. I know it looks like I'm just waving this thing around, but I'm actually pressing F, as in F to activate it, and yet nothing is happening. Congrats, this thingamabob can no longer be used as anything useful. Compared to its blue counterpart, at least this liability can actually be activated at will. Real quick side tangent, do you see this explosion radius? This is not okay. You're telling me that if I explode something here, the two other objects will explode over here. Are you seeing this? There's a whole galaxy separating these two objects. How is that even possible? And secondly, the radius is barely even accurate. Look here, the red barrel is clearly in the explosion radius, and yet when the blue bomb goes off, nothing happens. This doohickey will explode at a slight touch. As you might expect, this makes actually using it in contraptions really hard. But hey, it's literally an explosive. Of course it does that, and I hear you. But can someone tell me why I can drop this thing from a crane on a giant tower with propulsion all the way down, but now it doesn't explode? Who decided this? Of course, there are other bombs that don't explode on impact, like this thing or this thing, but at least they stick to one property. Oh, and we can't forget about the fact that the volatility of this thing's practically random. You can hit it against the wall and the amount of hits it can take is different every time. Someone said, I want the unpredictability of a naval mine, the power of a plastic explosive, and, oh my god, what's another explosive I can factor into this? Atom bomb. Please, if you ever consider using the red barrel, just opt for dynamite. It's better in every way. Look at this poor guy. By throwing the red barrel at him, all you've accomplished is blunt force trauma. Where is the funny? Swap out the red barrel for a general purpose bomb, and suddenly you have a lot more options. Instead of getting an ooh, that's gotta hurt, you get a if you want to murder people by throwing barrels at them, just use a decimator at this point. Number 4. Psychological manipulation. Take the case of Jedediah Pascal. After an exhausting day of work at Nolan Construction, all Jedediah wants to do is go home and play Marvel Rivals. However, that's when he sees it. The red barrel. As it turns out, it had been stalking him for months, intentions unknown. After what was presumed to be a long, drawn-out argument, Jedediah was found dead. Number 5. Unconstitutional use of military power on innocent civilians. Shortly after the Jedediah incident, Nolan Construction hired a new crane operator. Unfortunately, he was going to meet the same fate as his precursor. 3:16 p.m. The Red Barrel used its high-ranking position in the U.S. Air Force to call in an airstrike on the new development in London. 3:27 p.m. An F-15E is dispatched to the location, rigged with nuclear weapons. 3:29 p.m. London catches the approaching aircraft on radar and mobilizes defense units. The aircraft is knocked off course. 3:30 p.m. The aircraft crashes and detonates its nuclear weapons as a Hail Mary. 8.3 million dead. Many more hospitalized. I hate this thing so much.